Hello everybody, this is Toyzara, and for this new figure unboxing and review, we're going to be looking at the Transformers Takara Tomy Lunar Cruiser Prime, or I think he was known as Lunar Cruiser Convoy in Japan, because of course that was Optimus Prime's name over there. So with this video, we're going to unbox him live in a second, have a look at the entire contents of the packaging. We'll do some comparisons with a few other Optimus Prime, or again, Convoy figures, and we can also sort of see how he lines up and sizes up to some of the more newer released figures as well. So as always, loads to get through with this video, so I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to the channel, if you'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now please, and also to thank Robot Recruits, because that's where this figure came from, and as you can see, they got it to me nice, quickly and safely. So if you're wondering about this additional packaging, I believe that this is how Takara Tomy send out their official products to countries outside of Japan. So we get this additional I suppose box, when it just says exactly what I've just said right there. So in here, I want to do it without ripping it. Oh, I'm not going to be able to, am I? We should have, as I say, the Lunar Cruiser Prime. Now, I'm really intrigued to see this. I've only ever seen images of this particular figure. I've got no idea what it looks like in hand. I've obviously shared quite a few images of this product on my channel, but not seen or held one in hand, or in fact seen any review on one, and it's straight away it looks great. It really does, to be honest. We've got the Takara Tomy logo there, and as I said, as of the date of this video and the date of the making this, that I believe is the exact vehicle that the Toyota something cruiser, got to be Lunar Cruiser obviously, that they use in space. Now this feels really quite heavy, very much lopsided, so I'm imagining the front of the vehicle is here. I do not know if there's any die cast in here, so I suppose the best thing to do is open it up and have a look. So this was initially a bit like a HasLab or a crowd-funded product in Japan to start off, but then I think obviously there was so much interest worldwide that they had to make it, and did make it I think it was Hasbro Pulse exclusive in the US, and you had to get it from specialist online stores in the UK. Again, because Japan are bound by different plastic laws that the rest of the world is, well, UK and America are, we've got a fully huge plastic casing, we've got a large set of instructions there, and I had no idea he was going to be coming in this particular mode. So what I need to do right now though is set him free from there and come right back to you. So as you can see, I've set him free from the packaging, and I've got to confess, I've done something that I never ever normally do. So if you're new to the channel, what I always do is first impressions, and they are of course exactly that. But what I've had to do, because I've got no clue about this figure, I have very quickly just checked the instructions for a couple of things, which I'm going to show you in a second. So I'm really glad that I did. So first and foremost, the alternate mode, it's great, it looks fantastic. It does feel front heavy, but I can't really feel any die cast anywhere. I'm presuming that's because where all the main, I suppose, transformation points are, and you know, all the maybe ratchets and indeed metal parts like your screws in your hinges, because it really does feel super front heavy. If I feel any die cast, I'll let you know straight away. I'm thinking actually that bit, no, it's definitely not. I'm loving the fact that you can see a matrix there in the front. You've of course got the Toyota branding there as well. These aerials, as you can see, are really pliable, so they're not rock hard. You've got nothing to worry about snapping them off. You've got all the official, as I say, logos on this. The wheels look amazing. It rolls backwards and forwards with absolute ease. You can make out a little bit, obviously, because we know what Convoy looks like, that's going to be his waist. It just looks sensational. So we've got the dish here, which will of course fit on the top of that, like so. And then we've also got the solar panel, which I thought was black, but now in that light it's looking a little bit blue as well. We've got a cutout and a tab there. This is also going to obviously double up as a shield, and you can fold this in half. I'm going to show you that on the next part. In a second I'm going to show you what I found in the instructions. So let's just tab these into place, and there you go. Now obviously if you're displaying it like that, it doesn't look too good, but it looks even better that way around, and again, just looks great. To give you an idea of scale, I believe it's probably around about a Voyager class sort of size figure. We will see a lot more detail in a second when we get him into his robot mode, but I always use drag strip, but he's a really long, really big deluxe figure, where it probably is, you know, that was I suppose classed as a Voyager, and this looks even more meaty, shall we say. So I've just still got at hand a Masterpiece Trailbreaker figure, which you can see there. So it's not too far off the size of that, in all honesty. Right, so the bit that I've just had a quick look at and seen in the instructions, you can take these off, you can fold these into via the hinge there, fold that underneath, that will clip into place, and you can store this in the back. And the way that you do that is by taking the back bumper, lifting this carefully all the way up. It's very obvious that he's a robot now, unfortunately, but you can see you've got two little cutouts there. Can you? Let me just see. You can hopefully, there you go. Two little cutouts there which fit perfectly into that slot there. Now he says perfectly, and this probably won't go in at all. Yes, it will. That's going to go there, and then you can bring this over, and indeed, thought I jinxed myself then, close this around there. So if you wanted to, you can still display with the dish on. And most importantly, I think with figures like this, it's good to be able to store the parts in rather than putting them back in the box and having to go and hunt the box, or indeed find all the other find the parts to it. Typically, I think that does need a little bit more there we go, a little bit more of a push down, but I really don't think there's much more to show you with this alternate mode, apart from it looks great, and it's something like obviously I've never seen before. So this is reminiscent of when I was a child and I got Cyclonus and Scourge, or Cyclonus first, because what I mean by this is it's something that I've never really seen. You see cars and trucks every day, you don't see things like this every day, and that's why Cyclonus really stood out to me. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take that bit out. I hadn't pushed it all the way down, it just popped out really easy, and we're going to come back and we're going to have a look at him in his robot mode. So here we are, he's in his robot mode, and to be honest, he's looking absolutely fantastic. Apologies for the transformation process on this video, that's because it is separately uploaded. And yeah, to keep the main length of this video down. Now, first things first, I think it looks really good. I was actually quite surprised at just how big it is. You know, I was thinking perhaps it'd be more of a Voyager class figure, but that is your Netflix Prime, and he is taller than him, granted not by too much, but you can already tell that there's a lot more to this figure, a lot more to this toy. You can see obviously the difference in the size in the legs, and I suppose the upper and the back part. It's just a bigger, chunkier, with a lot more going on figure, to be honest. It's really yeah, it surprised me, I'm going to be completely honest. I'll bring him back in a second for a little bit of a more detailed look. Now obviously we've got Prime's head there, which of course is, you can recognize that anywhere. To be honest, we've got the lovely blue eyes, which they've gone and done incredibly well on the missing link as well. They've really gone to town with these blue eyes on Prime. Now you can, of course, yeah, you can spin the head all the way around. You can make it look up and down a little bit. The matrix there, to my knowledge, I don't think you can get out. There's nothing in the instructions to say you can. It just looks like it's there for detail. These spin around, which is brilliant. You can actually then attach one of these to the shoulder, so if we pop that on like it's the same in the pictures, the arms, in fact I probably shouldn't have done that, but I have done it anyway. You can still take it up all the way to a T. Even with the huge backpack, you can still spin this around pretty much unrestricted. There's a swivel underneath the shoulder, there's bicep flexion, there's wrist swivel, the fingers open up again. That's pretty much missing link Convoy's hand, to be honest. You can just open up at the knuckles. There is a waist swivel. There is the legs kick all the way up past the point of 90 degrees. They go all the way back. How far back do they go? Just that far back, to be honest, but then you can bend the knee and indeed take it much further. You do have a swivel at the top of there, the knee bend you can see, and the ankle tilt and rock, and you can even adjust the heel. Is brilliant. So fully articulate. Is there an ab crunch? I don't know if that's transfer. Yeah, there sort of is. Yeah, look, there's an intended. Is that intended? I can't really tell. It looks like it is to me. It looks like it's intended anyway. Ab crunch in it as well. So nice Autobot logo as well. Tampoed on there. No other accessories, but apart from the ones I showed you in the first part. But again, 5mm ports means industry standard. Everything will work. That's just drag strips guns. They will work no problem whatsoever. Right, there's loads of things you can do with this shield. You can pop it in his hand just that way if you wanted to, which is of course the halfway, which is how it was stored. Now I think you can, I've just said that. I know that you definitely can. Let's stand this here. There's a numerous ways that you can do this. Let's fold it out anyway, just in case I was completely wrong. So I wouldn't see if it would make that much of a difference. I imagine that you could put it in halfway, but you probably wouldn't want to. To be honest, I'm struggling trying to get that in there. Maybe it's because, which side have they used? No, they've used, because sometimes with the skirt or with whichever it is over there you go. So you can have a full shield like that, which you might, yeah, you would definitely be able to fold that over as well. So you can do that, which I've got to be honest, you know, it doesn't look that great. You could as well pop it on the side of a shoulder. Now, how have I seen them attach this? Is it via this? Maybe it must be via that tiny little tab going into there. Yep, it is by the looks of that. So that'll fit in there, and then you can rotate that around, so you could have it on the side of the arm like a shield, which looks way better. Or if you just, I can't get these ankle tilts to line up properly, that's better. Or if you just wanted to keep it on him but not on sight, there is there you go. See them two cutouts there? That's what was on the back, and that's what I was having trouble lining up. But we should see now that this will fit pretty much. Yeah, there you go. To be fair, that's probably a bit better. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad from the back, to be honest. There we go. Again, this is yet another one of them figures that we perhaps never thought we'd ever see. It's pretty much the same as this one, let's be honest, but I think wherever there's a truck, they're always going to get a Optimus Prime out of it. So of course that was the holiday Optimus Prime using the new Volvo cab. This is the missing link using the original G1, but he's slightly taller. And then I'm going to bring in just a few other figures again to give you, well, a few more primes, to be honest. We've had a quick look already, but there is your Netflix one from Earthrise. This one is a JAFCON one, so another Japanese exclusive. And indeed, so is this Bape Prime. Again, another Japanese exclusive with the browns and the different coloured reds. So again, if you want to see any of these in more detail, just type their names into the search bar. A few more figures just to give you an idea of scale and size. So we've got a few deluxes there. Let's bring up some Voyager. There's another Voyager class figure. Newer ones. Oh, what's happened to his head? There we go, that's better. And then I suppose very quickly, I know these aren't supposed to scale at all. It's just for people who collect other figures, just to give you guys an idea of the scale and of the size. So we've got Iron Factory, New Age and Magic Square. So that's how big he is. He is a very big looking Optimus Prime. I've just knocked him over. His shield just fell off at the back. I'm going to keep that in because there you go, he's robust and he doesn't break if he falls over. But there you go, guys, that is Lunar Cruiser Prime. Let me know what you think of him in the comments. Have you gone and ordered him as well? And how many more, I suppose, crazy uses of Optimus Prime do you think we're going to get to see over the next few years with the amount of trucks, and especially being the 40th anniversary? In the meantime, there he is, guys, Lunar Cruiser Prime.